Wimbledon 2023 results. Liam Broady beats Casper Ruud, Boulter through. Broady told Mum to chill out, and remains calm himself. When Broady last played on centre court in 2016, he was beaten by eventual champion Murray in what he described as a slapping. This occasion on the iconic Wimbledon show court could not have been a more different experience for the world number 142, or a more different outcome. In an entertaining post-match interview, Broady joked he told his mum, who he said is usually a nervous watcher, to chill out, because he had already won £85,000 this week by reaching the second round. But the manner in which he fought back to seal a memorable victory, staying composed and being clinical, suggested he had also heeded his own advice. Left-hander Broady looked in trouble when he fell 2-1 down against Ruud, but produced a stirring fightback, combining grit and guile, to stun an opponent who has played in 3 of the past 5 Grand Slam finals. Broady broke at the start of the 4th set to renew his hopes, and those of the home crowd, nervously negotiating the rest of his service games to level the match and force a decider. Ruud has lost in the past 2 French Open finals, as well as the US Open showpiece last year, but has never got to grips with the grass courts. Last year he famously joked the surface was only suitable for golf, and Broady, further growing in confidence, made him feel even more uncomfortable. The Briton, who also reached the 3rd round at the All England Club last year, moved a double break ahead in the 5th set as Ruud's body language became increasingly negative. Broady rattled off 11 points in a row, holding to love and then breaking for a 3rd time in the set, to leave him on the verge of his first career win over a top 10 opponent in front of a boisterous crowd. A colorful character who often gets animated on court, Broady knew this was the time where he needed to maintain his focus and produced a composed hold sealed with a crisp forehand winner down the line. Broady cupped his ears in celebration as the 15,000 home fans erupted, asking them for even more noise when he skipped back into the middle to absorb the plaudits on the greatest day of his career. In the 3rd round he will face Canadian 26th seed Denis Shapovalov. Boulter leads the British charge. Boulter, 26, was the first home player through to the 3rd round, roaring with delight and breaking out into a beaming smile when she took her 3rd match point against 99th-ranked Tomova. The celebration showed her delight at reaching the 3rd round for the 2nd successive year and relief at eventually getting over the line following a tense service game. Boulter is the only British woman left in the singles draw and could play defending champion Elena Rybakina next. It definitely wasn't easy out there, but I kept backing myself and telling myself to go for it. It paid off, said Boulter, who hit 37 winners and converted 5 of 15 break points. She is a top player and I expected her to come back with an even better game. She definitely did and made me play more balls. I tried to be as aggressive as possible and managed to do that at the start of the 3rd set. In front of a buoyant crowd on court 12, Boulter enjoyed another memorable day in a British grass court season in which she has climbed back into the world's top 100. Now ranked 89th, she is the leading home hope in the women's singles, having replaced Emma Raducanu, who is missing the event after wrist and ankle surgeries, as British number 1. Success in Nottingham, where she won her first WTA title, meant Boulter came into Wimbledon full of confidence that she could produce another strong showing on the biggest stage of all. Thriving under the spotlight, she has matched last year's run to the 3rd round. Whether Boulter can go even further remains to be seen, and whoever she plays in the last 32, Rybakina or France's Elise Cornet, will be a considerable step up in class. I think I'm playing really well. I've played a lot of matches on the grass. I feel very comfortable, Boulter added. A lot of it is my self-belief. A lot of matches recently I've really drawn from it to help me get over the line. I definitely did that again. Thanks for watching NY News. Stay tuned for more updates.